Hello and welcome. Today we're going to begin the second lesson in inserting a table into a Microsoft Word document. I begin by opening the Word document. Next, I type the title of my table. For this table, it's going to be typing practice time. Once I type the title, I highlight it and center it with the page. I'm going to leave the font, color, and everything else as it is right now and just enter the content that I need. Next, I press the Enter key. I'm ready to insert the table. At the top, I choose the Insert tab. I click. Then I click on Table, and I'm going to choose Insert Table. When I click on Insert Table, I get a dialog box. For my typing practice time table, I need 5 columns. I need a column for day, date, beginning time, ending time, and number of minutes practiced. That's 5 columns, and by default, the 5 is chosen for me. For the number of rows, I need a row for each day of the week, a row for the labels at the top of the columns, and a total row. That gives me 9 rows. So I'm going to change the number of rows to 9. I'm going to leave fixed column width so that it'll fit on the page. Click Enter. And my table is ready to be labeled. I'm going to start with the labels for the columns. I have day, date, beginning time, ending time, and number of minutes practiced. Now I'm ready to label my rows. Under the column that says day, I'm going to list the days of the week, beginning with Sunday. And the last row is going to be the total row. I use my mouse to determine and place my cursor so that I can type in the cell. This table is now ready for the content so that I could start with yesterday's date and I could type in April 12th and begin the week for the data. Once I have my table set up, I can, if I choose, design. I could change the font or color of my title. I might want to make that bigger to make it more appealing and easier to read for my audience. I may bold it. I also like to highlight or change the labels somewhat to make it a little more formal and easier to read, that I know that these are the labels because they look different than the content of the table and the data. I want to keep my reader in mind. I want to make my information simple and easy to read. I also want to make it easy to use. So I can begin by starting with the dates. Sunday was April 12th, April 13th, I'm going to fix that. There we go. You want to make sure your words are spelled properly. Okay, now that I have that information, I'll be able to use this all week to record the number of minutes I type. As I'm practicing, I will complete the table each day. Then at the end of the week, I will total it here. That's the basic of setting up a table in Word. In another lesson, we will cover the more detailed design elements. But once you have the basic table completed, that's the most important part because that's where your data is.